welcome to ChanGuitars. Today I'm going to show you how I make the sides of my acoustic guitars. Now right off the bat, disclaimer, I don't use solid wood, I use laminated sides. Why do I use laminated sides? Because I find it easier to work with, and secondly, I don't find a great diminishing in sound or stability because of that. Alright, now to do a laminated side, you need something to laminate. Easiest thing I find, veneer. Paperback veneer is even better because it has stability. Alright? Second thing you need is a mold. Now a mold basically means a shape that you want. Here's an example of my parlor guitar mold. Okay, there's the outside, and then I have inside pieces that I put into it. Okay? When you're using a mold, you can go a bunch of different directions. You can be creative.
Classic look, nostalgic look, creative look, innovative look, weird look, traditional look.
Anyways, I'm going to use traditional mold. Okay, here's how we do it.
Okay, first thing you got to do is cut it down to the length that you require for your mold. For my ukulele mold, I only need about 16 inches. So once I've cut it down to 16 inches, my 12-inch wide piece of veneer can actually be cut into 4 pieces that are 3 inches wide. I'm using 3 inches wide because that is going to be the depth of my ukulele body. Again, I score it, I bend it, and then I use my knife to cut through to Once all the sides have been cut, this is where I start gluing it together. You want to make sure you use lots and lots of glue here because the last thing you want is your laminated sides coming apart because there's not enough glue drying to keep it together. So make sure that you spread to all the edges and all the corners. And once you have the glue in all the corners, then we can start laminating. So we place the 2 sides that have glue on them together, rub it together, and then we place it into our mold. You want to make sure the pieces are tight to the mold so that you get a nice shape of the actual mold and not, bumps and creases in. Now this is where it gets interesting because I start using my elastic cord, which in my case is a bicycle inner tube, but obviously I'm not winning any Oscars for filming because the entire procedure is off camera. Just the bottom of it you can see. Basically I'm trying to wrap that inner tube tight around the mold so that I get as good of a bonding between the laminations as possible. I end up using 2 strips of it to make sure it stays nice and tight.
Okay, so after letting it sit for a full 24 hours and let the glue fully dry and cure, we first undo all the stretchy cord, which by the way is bicycle inner tube. Take the clamp off it, and voila. We get this, our ukulele side. And then once we do make a second one, we have 2 that we piece together, and there's our shape. Awesome. So I hope that was helpful for you, and see you next time.